Well, good morning. It has been a really long time. God, I think might be even over a month. But I managed to get back out today. It's a little humid. There's a little bit of a unpredictable weather pattern still. But Isis and I have made it back out. We're hiking around Castle in the Clouds because it's the easiest place to get started again. And I'm hoping for a good day. Probably lots to tell you along the way too. So I'll take you along for the ride. We're on the Turtleback Mountain Trail right now. It's a pretty long trail, and hopefully we'll see most of it. So I'll talk to you later. I just passed a sign. I could go 4.6 all the way out, or 2 point something to Turtleback Mountain. I think I'm going to take the shorter version just because there's some stuff going on. Okay, so 3 weeks back, the last video, Isis really wasn't interested in hiking. And so I pulled up short at Skatutikee. Then went back and forth on a few things for about a week. And finally called Dr. Bob and provided a urine sample and discovered that she had a UTI. Now, I've had a UTI. They're painful. I could only imagine what it was like for her. So she's been on medication. We're almost done with it. But she doesn't want to take walks. She kind of wants to hike. She's kind of into it, kind of not. I don't know if that's because of the heat. Like, see, she's pulling right now. And, well, she's sniffing. So we've got some dog issues. And I really want her to get out to the Maine border. Like, I don't know if it's just me wanting her to get out there, but if that is the point that she retires, and I'm seriously considering that, then so be it. But I really want her to do this trip that we have coming up. So that's why we're out here today. If it gets too humid, we'll also pull up and head back to the car. So, yeah, UTI. Not fun. Plus, she's going to be 11 and all that good stuff. So, we'll see what happens. But we're out here today. We're doing all right. I'm being taught some patience. And I've been going on for almost 2.5 minutes. So, I'm going to shut up now. And I'm going to hike with my dog. All right, bye. Come on. Too funny. I was stopped and I heard something behind me. I thought it was a bird, so I was getting ready to pull out my Merlin app. And as I was doing that, I looked behind me. It's a mother and a little baby. And it was the baby that was making the noise. He has that shriek down. So cute. I love it when little kids get out on the trail. You know, it's just a good place to be. I am happy to be out of my neighborhood for a little while and back out among the trees. So funny. All right, we're still going. Lots of redirection going on, but we're doing it. She's getting a drink right now. We're both relearning how to hike, it seems. So I'll talk to you later. Oh, it is getting hot out. It is a great year for mushrooms. I'm sure you've all seen it on the news and everything like that, that there's been a tremendous amount of flooding up here in New Hampshire and Vermont and in Maine. No joke. A bunch of roads that I take for work were completely washed out during that 3-week period where we were off trail. And the other night, a tornado touched down in my county. That was great. I drove home behind it. So, yeah, we've got an incredible amount of weather happening, all because of climate change. It's just, this is what it's going to be, folks. Wet and humid and hot. And I don't know what the winters are going to be like yet, but I imagine they're probably going to be a little bit less snow, a little bit more ice. That's just my layperson's prediction. But yeah, lots and lots of mosquitoes and other kinds of bugs and everything like that, which means mosquito-borne diseases. And wow, this talk is depressing. So we'll just leave it at that there's been an incredible amount of weather keeping us off the trail too, along with dog illnesses, work, and projects. So we're going to enjoy today because who knows what's going to come tomorrow. All right, bye. So we're about 3 miles in now. Let's talk about some happier stuff. Let's go back to Maine. Coming up, hopefully next weekend, Isis has to get cleared by Dr. Bob, and then we'll be good to go, hopefully. The plan is to just start in Gorham and hit the Centennial Trail, which is the AT, and head out to the border. I really want her to hike to Maine, you know, and I want to too. This was a failed trip from back in 2016, when I was starting to come down with RA. So I really want both of us to do this trip, and I'll carry her to the border if I have to. The weather's looking good, less humid, not a lot of weather, maybe a thunder shower here or there, but not like what we've seen. So yeah, Maine, hopefully next weekend, fingers crossed that she clears and we're able to go. So I'll keep you posted on that. All right, we're gonna see how far we go because we're at the 3 mile mark and I still have to get back to the car. That's a lot to get her back out after being sick. So we'll see what happens. All right, bye. All right, we're heading off the summit of Bald Knob now. Everybody was up there, including that little boy. So I gave him a trail name. I told his mom, I said, "Are you familiar with the AT?" And she said, "Yeah, kind of." I said, "Well, on the AT, we get trail names, and my name is Mouse." I said, "I would like to call your son Birdie." And she laughed, and she said, "You got a trail name, Jackson." So there you go. 17 months old. I don't think he'll remember it if he keeps hiking. Unless it sticks. Who knows? So, it's getting hot. And at the risk of overheating my dog, we're heading back. You know, tomorrow starts the cooler weather, so we should be good to go. We get ready throughout the week. And then hopefully we'll hit the trail probably Sunday at this point. But we'll see. And videos, of course, will come out after I get back. And yeah, so that'll be fun. And then if I finish the trip early and I still have some vacation left, we'll see what else we can do. So yeah, it's been a good day. So we're going to enjoy the rest of our walk back to the car. All right, I'll talk to you later. I think she's starting to remember how to hike again. It was pretty rough this morning. She wouldn't go, and she was going in every other direction, and she wanted to go back to the car. But now I think she's having a good day. So this place had some damage from all the flooding as well. That was the Shannon Brook Trail, I believe. That is shut down right now. And coming up on a pond here that is usually pretty full. And it is surprisingly empty now. That's the pond. Still got the ducks in it though. But yeah, water is low again. But we're not in a drought. This is just from the rains, I think. And we're heading back to the car. Back at the car. It's 100 degrees out right now. So I'm glad we're off the trail and into the air conditioning. The car is cooling down. Dog's in the back. 7 miles. So that's pretty good because I think it's like 16 out to the border. So I think we're going to do like 8 and 8. So we should be good to go, provided nothing else goes wrong. No more rain comes in or anything like that. We'll keep checking the weather and making sure. But I think it's going to happen. Fingers crossed, good vibes all around. Out to the border next week. Oh, I hope so. So, yeah. All right, everybody stay cool, stay safe, and we'll catch you when we get back from the border of Maine. All right, bye.